Hello guys, and welcome to today's video. And as you can see with that 360 symbol on the screen, we're going to be playing a classic and old Call of Duty game today. And today I wanted to play Black Ops 1 here in 2025 and see how alive the game is, see if we've got any cheating issues here in 2025. And I want to discuss the big news that did come about a month and a bit ago of old Call of Duty games coming to the Game Pass, starting with MW2 supposedly in about April or May time, I believe it is. The MW2 is going to be the first Call of Duty game coming to Game Pass. But I want to talk about Black Ops 1. I want to discuss it. I want to see how it is and discuss my thoughts as to why I believe, in my personal opinion, this Call of Duty here is, first of all, the best Black Ops game, right? It's right up there. And why this Call of Duty should be the first Call of Duty onto Game Pass. But as you can see, we've got 1,200 players online, so not too shabby at all. Pretty good for an old Call of Duty, as old as this game is. I think it's 10, 15 years old. I don't know how old Black Ops 1 is now, but this is a very, very old Call of Duty now. But to be able to play this in 2025 still, here on Xbox, I am using an Xbox Series X as well. So if you didn't know that, you can do that through reverse compatibility. You can actually play these games. Like, you don't have to wait for them to come to Game Pass, but obviously it's going to be better when they do come to Game Pass for many reasons. It'll be revived player base. You won't have to pay for the game. I don't know how much the game is to actually pay for at the moment. I'm going to assume like 15 to 20 pounds. Microsoft doesn't really seem to give too much of a discount half the time for these games, but hopefully with Game Pass being available now, we see something in the future where we can see these old God games on there and not have to pay for these games like we do at the moment. Like, I've seen prices of 30, 40 pounds for these classic Call of Duty games, and that's not right, okay? Those are not the prices you should be paying for these games. These games should cost at best 10, 15 pounds. That is the best they should cost, in my opinion, and the maximum they should cost. But I want to see these Call of Duties on the Game Pass, and Black Ops 1 is the most iconic one for me. This was the first Call of Duty that I ever played. I hit 15th Prestige, not on this account, unfortunately, but it was iconic nonetheless. It was an unbelievable Call of Duty, and I think this is a Call of Duty that everyone can get into, whether you're the new era and you've played only the newer Call of Duty games, whether you're someone who wants to go back and play the classic Call of Duty games. I think this game has everything, and it has everything right there to be played. It doesn't have a very bad hacking situation. It has many great maps to play, great camo grind if you're all about that. If you've never played the game, there is so much to do. Of course, we've got peer-to-peer connections, right? We will talk about that as it's happening right here with the nice little plug in your Ethernet, take it back out, plug it back in. But this is the sort of thing that does happen. And with this coming to the Game Pass, when it does come to the Game Pass, would help that situation massively. Obviously, more players would mean, you know, more lobbies, more chances of finding better, like, hosted lobbies. Obviously, we don't know what sort of connections people have got here. This is all depending on, you know, peer-to-peer connections. There is no dedicated servers for Black Ops 1. You just connect to a host and, you know, you hope for the best. Ideally, you hope that you're the host, because obviously if you're the host and you've got decent internet, one, you're going to get that host advantage, which is lovely and, you know, fun. And I've seen some people argue they'd actually prefer peer-to-peer connections than the current era of dedicated servers. And I can understand that, because obviously the current era of Call of Duty has massive issues with things like packet loss, connection issues, you name it. It's not like dedicated servers in 2025 for current games like Black Ops 6 and that really hold a candle. Like, sometimes I sit there in my mind and I'd prefer to host the Call of Duty lobby myself. Like, I would much prefer that. Of course, that would bring its, you know, the peer-to-peer connection issues. That would also bring the issues of people possibly being able to hack you and stuff, which we don't see. I have not seen that as every time I've come back to play Black Ops 1, and as you can see, it's still the case in 2025. I haven't been DDoSed, haven't had anything like that, but there is a small player base. And the amount of people who are probably on here looking to DDoS people, boot people offline and that is probably very unlikely, but that is the big scary thing with, like, obviously these games when they do come to Game Pass. A bigger player base does mean there's a bigger chance for cheaters and hackers to come back. There's a bigger chance for people to come on here and start booting people offline and doing God knows what with the servers. That is a big reality, because these games are very, very old, right? They don't have, like, proper anti-cheats anymore, and even if they do not hold a candle to what people can do in 2025 with the many bits of technology they have. But let's throw that cross map and hope we get a little hit. Can we get it? No, not today. Not today, unfortunate. But throw the cross map on Summit, right? Who doesn't love doing that? And getting a panic knife. We love the panic knife, right? I'm kind of glad that's not a thing anymore, really. But it's Black Ops 1 in 2025, people. Look at that. Nice, lovely yellow numbers on your screen. There's nothing more iconic. Like, I love just the big numbers on the screen. Everything about this game is so great. Maps, weaponry, you name it. And I think there's so much of a good reason for people to want to go back and play this game. Like, I think this is the best Call of Duty that would have, like, to come to the Game Pass. If there was a Call of Duty that I'd put on the Game Pass for any given reason, it would be this one. compared to like other ones, like Black Ops 2 has a hacking issue, right? MW2 has a hacking issue. It has modded lobbies and stuff. But you take, for instance, like the best Call of Duty games. This is one of the better ones to put on there. I really do think so. I think this has hardly any hacking issue. This has so many good reasons to be put on the Game Pass. And it's just there. It's ready. Like, this game is right there. There's nothing wrong with this game to put it on the Game Pass. There's no need for Activision to really fix anything. It just needs people to be on here. That's all it needs. It just needs a revived player base. That is the one issue with this game. That is the only thing I can think of when it comes to this game, when it comes to issues. But if you're someone who plays Black Ops 1 religiously, let me know down below. Is there anything... Is there stuff wrong with Black Ops 1 that I just don't come across because I don't play as much as, you know, maybe other people do? Let me know down below. And, like I said, let me know... Well, actually, a fun one as well. Let me know, what do you think is the best Black Ops game in the series? Or, of course, in that era, we're playing Black Ops 6 this year, or we're supposed to be playing Black Ops 6 this year, right? Not many people are. Many people are kind of fed up with Black Ops 6, and I can understand that, right? A lot of people are upset with how Black Ops 6 is and that. Oh, man, I couldn't get a kill there, so I saved my life. Oh, I wanted to hit the tomahawk, and I just bottled that and done a really bad job there. But there are issues that do come with, of course, is coming to reverse compatibility and everything. The first thing that is a big issue at the moment is there is a little bit of input delay with the reverse compatibility, right? You are still probably better off loading up on your 360 and playing this. However, if I can get a kill, there we go. However, it's not that bad, right? It's not truly awful. It is playable. There's just a minor delay to that. And you know what? I actually probably should do. I don't think I've done a video discussing. So I use an Elite Series controller to actually go back and play these old Call of Duty games. And it does help. It does massively help with reducing the input delay and making it a lot better to play. And I'm sitting there wondering, did you guys want me to make a video on that? I'm not sure if I've actually made a video that discussing those settings. But if that's the case, and you people want to see it, and you want, you know, the settings that I use to be able to play Black Ops 1 here on Xbox Series X with next to no input issues, let me know. I'll happily make a video on that. You know, get you guys ready for when the games do come to Game Pass. And we'll take out that Claymore. There we go. Like that. Oh, they're getting streaks. Oh, that was terrible. That was awful. But Black Ops 1, it's nice to be able to even... Oh, I couldn't see that. That's one of the annoying things with the napalm there. You just can't see where the flames are half the time. You get an idea of where they are, but you can't really see where they are. But, yeah. It's a great game. It has great kill streaks, great maps, great everything. There's so many good reasons for this to come to the Game Pass, in my personal opinion. And I do think this is a Call of Duty that has held up the test of time, really. Like, it's managed to evade most of the hacking issues. It's managed to have a decent player base still there. But with Game Pass, this game would skyrocket. This game would go to the moon. I think people would play this game in its, like, thousands. I don't know how many exactly, but I think 20,000 people would come back on day one and play this game. I think that's a very reasonable amount of people to come back and play. And it would make it playable for everyone. Everyone would be able to play Black Ops 1. If there was 20,000 people on this game in 2025, I have no doubts that people would be playing this in 2025. Like, it would have so many players online and so many people playing at one given time. And I'd like to see how it competes with Black Ops 6. I really do think there is a world where this competes with Black Ops 6 for numbers. Now, the reality of it happening, I think is a big one, right? I think there is a big chance this could happen because Black Ops 6, as we know, isn't doing too well. Not a lot of people are playing it. Not a lot of people, I believe, are even watching it. There's a lot of reasons why people aren't playing Black Ops 6, and they're kind of fed up with Black Ops 6. And it's funny enough, it's some of the things that Black Ops 1 actually does better. Black Ops 1 has no skill-based matchmaking for a start. It has, better maps for a start. It has many situations that Black Ops 1, a game made 10, 15 years ago, is better in more ways than one than the current era of Call of Duty games, and Black Ops 6 for sure. And I think some people are also fed up with the movement style of, like, the current Call of Duty games. Some people like the Omni movement in Black Ops 6. Some people hate the Omni movement in Black Ops 6. It's a very, like, Marmite sort of thing. I don't mind it personally. You know, I can put up with it. But I think people are looking for that classic COD experience now. They're looking to be able to play Call of Duty how it used to be played. And this game is the, obviously, classic Call of Duty experience. It's the proper classic Call of Duty experience. Now, he's got an SR-71, and we're done for. I don't know who's got the SR-71. I don't know where that player is, but someone's absolutely owning the lobby somewhere. But it's nice to be able to come back and play this, you know? At the end of the day, this is a Call of Duty that... How many of you would you expect to be able to play a classic Call of Duty game here in 2025? Me personally, I didn't expect these games to ever be playable again. Once that era was done, once we hit the Xbox Series X era, once we hit the Xbox One era, I didn't think we'd be playing any of these classic Call of Duty games here in 2025. But here we are. A player base that's still going strong. You can still come back and play these games. As much as I'm talking about them coming to the Game Pass and everything, these games can still be played, right? You can play them right now if you really wanted to. But if you're getting charged £40, £50 to, like, buy Black Ops 1, don't do that, okay? Maybe hold out for the Game Pass, maybe hold out for something better, I don't know. But you can still play Black Ops 1 in 2025. Doesn't seem to be much of a hacking issue. Connections could be a bit here or there, but again, it's peer-to-peer servers. You're connecting to whoever's host is. Host advantage and all that does exist, and that's a big downside, but I guess it also could be a positive depending on if you're the person who benefits from it. But it's nice to see Black Ops 1 2025 playable. Is it a great experience? I'd say it's a 50-50 experience. You know, it's sometimes good, sometimes bad. It depends really on the time of day you're playing. We're playing at, what, 5 p.m. UK time. Not too bad, but it's nice to say you can find lobbies, not running any cheaters so far, and, you know, 1,200 players online. Not too bad. But that's it for today. That is Black Ops 1 in 2025. It's still alive, it's still playable, and hopefully a Call of Duty that is going to come to the Game Pass very, very soon. And for me personally, I hope this is the Call of Duty that does come soon. Up there with MW2, Black Ops 2, etc. And is the Call of Duty one of the old Call of Duties that I truly believe is ready to be put on the Game Pass. Like, it can go on there today and have no issues at all. But you guys let me know down below your thoughts and feelings. What would you want to see on the Game Pass first? What are your thoughts and feelings on Black Ops 1? And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.